Hi, love. Welcome to an extra spoopy episode of part 3 of my Spooptober spectacular. Now, you might notice, not outside. Like, thankfully, my there's not a lot of people upstairs, and I kind of have some privacy, and yeah, so I get to record in my bedroom for once, which is pretty neato. So as I put some decorations there, so mostly just lights. They're very glary, like it's like oof, it's a lot. You could barely see anything else. It's just the lights, but I think the lights are very pretty. So I hope you think so too. But anyway, so last time we talked about top 10 underrated Halloween movies, and this time it's time I tell you my own spooky story. It's this actually has happened to me. It's not just like a goof or a bit or something I'm just making up. Like, legit, it's one of the reasons why I'm scared of the dark. And just in general why I don't know. I mean, because of it, I don't take as many naps, but you'll see what I mean later. But okay, so essentially it started around the time I was like 17, no, younger than 17, like 15, maybe 14. And I've always had trouble sleeping. It's just been it's a Bork problem. It's a special problem for Borkers like me. And it just, like, it sucked. Like, I didn't have a lot of energy, but then again, I have ADHD, so I'll have too much energy, so it helped to, yikes, sorry. I got a text message, and it lights me up super noise. Yes, we get it. It lights me up really, really nice, but come on, mate, come on. Okay, back to the story. Don't laugh. Hi. Okay, anywho, I'm back. Sorry, I had a slight mask malfunction. But where was I? Oh, right. Okay, so basically, sorry if I keep panning the camera around. I'm trying to get just the right lighting. I don't want too much lighting, but I don't want too much me. You know, you get it. It's called ambiance, love. But basically, I've always kind of had some problem sleeping. And before, I just don't know why, but basically, one night I was in my bed all alone. I slept by myself, and how was it? I remember I was asleep, and all of a sudden I just had this super intense feeling like somebody was behind my door. And I looked, and there looked like there was it was like 3 a.m. It was super dark, and sure, like mentally dark, like you can see silhouettes of things, and you can kind of see things that aren't actually there. And I could have sworn I saw like a silhouette of a person standing like right there on my door. Like I couldn't see any part of his face or anything. It's just like a shadowy figure. And I rushed over, and I don't know what I was thinking because the flashlight was right next to the door. So I rushed over, I turned on the light, and boom, nothing there. And that's not super like weird or nothing. Like tons of people have that. But then like a year later, the same thing happened, but this time it was behind the door, and it felt like I don't know how I could have known that, but it felt like there was a ton of people behind the door. Like it felt like someone was trying to break into my room. And so I woke up all of a sudden in the middle of the night, ran over, turned on the lights, nothing. So, and I thought, oh, well, just sleep. Like, I thought it was like something like sleep paralysis, which I do have sleep paralysis a lot, and the later ones that happen similar to this have more sleep paralysis in this, but I don't know. Usually shadow people show up when you're having sleep paralysis, but whatever. Basically, okay, so the next one. So the next time, and this is the one that spooks me real bad, is I was sleeping in the basement like a year later, because why not? It was comfy. It's one of those comfy basements, not one of the spider-infected hellholes like some people have. Like me. Our house now has one of those. But basically I was sleeping on like a bed, and I was laying on my back, which I don't usually do. I'm a tummy boy. And I remember I just woke up. I don't know what made me wake up, but it was really late. I looked up, and right up on the ceiling was this long figure, and it looked almost, I thought it was a spider at first, like a really big spider, but looking back on it, it definitely wasn't a spider. Like, it didn't have a bunch of, it was very humanoid, kind of similar to what I saw before. And it just, like a spider, kind of descended down on top of me, and I was so freaked out I threw myself out of the bed, and I hit my tailbone really hard on the frame of my bed. And then I remember, because it hurt like crazy, and I ran over, turned on the lights, nothing. And so, like, I didn't know what it was. Like, it hasn't really happened much since. I mean, I've seen occasional glimpses of it, but it's always happens when I have sleep paralysis, like, after that. And that's, like I said, like, people see shadow figures when you have sleep paralysis. I have sleep paralysis a lot. In fact, it's one of my biggest fears, is getting sleep paralysis, because I get it so much, and it's so, like, terrifying. If you've had it, it's like you want to wake up, but you can't. It feels like you have no control over your body, and you just scream and scream and scream, and nothing comes out. So it was just not great. It hasn't really happened, like I said, it hasn't happened that much since. Now, since I moved into this house, there has been one slight thing where I woke up in this room, and it was not as late. It was like 2 a.m. And I usually stay up that late anyway. Like, nowadays, my sleep schedule is not healthy. It's very late. And, oh, do you hear my doggo barking? He's a little barker, like me. But anyway, I looked into the hallway right over there, and there's a room right there, like a sort of connecting room between mine and my sister's room. And I saw this figure laying down on the floor far away, and it kind of shrank back to, like, went out of view and disappeared. And I thought I was dreaming. In fact, it might have been a dream. It probably is a dream. In fact, all these are probably dreams. But it's kind of weird. There's always the same, like, black figure, like a shadow person. And that's what it reminds me of. It's like a shadow person, because they're completely dark. I can't see anything about their features or anything. They're just kind of an androgynous, dark, shadowy form. And that's that. It's very freaky. So, yeah, this one episode of this part's probably not going to be too long, but I definitely want to do something a little different. This is a little spooky to hopefully get you in the spooky mood. So, like, and also somebody will message me on Twitter and said that they really liked my videos, but that some of the vlogs were an inch too long. So maybe, like, I don't know, maybe I should shorten them a little bit. So that's why this episode's a little on the shorter side. But I hope you liked it. I hope it didn't spoof you too bad. But no matter what, even if a shadowy figure snatches me and you go up in the middle of the night and we're never seen again, just remember, I love you, I love you, and I want to rub you too. Okay, bye. Boo.